Well, hey everybody, it's Robert Barber, your digital mayor, with my co-digital mayor,
Jody Stein.
Jody Stein, and we have an amazing episode for you today. Hang on, we're here with Tim Piersant at Chattanooga Whiskey. Hang on, this is going to be a great episode. NoogaLive.
Woo!
Well, as I mentioned, welcome to NoogaLive. This is our next episode, and I'm here with my co-digital mayor, Jody Stein.
Hello.
And we are sponsored by the ROI Academy and
Earthscapes.
And we're here today at Chattanooga Whiskey, which is an absolute gem in Chattanooga. And we're with the man who started it all, Tim Piersant.
It's good to be here. Thank you.
Thanks for being here and spending some time with us, man.
Yeah.
So we're actually at the riverfront location now, right?
That's right.
So how long have you guys been in the riverfront location?
We have been here since March 24th of 2017.
Okay.
So about 2.5 years.
It's 2.5 years?
Yep.
It's an amazing space.
Yeah, we love it.
If you guys haven't been down to the riverfront space, I can't say you're going to get a tour, but maybe you can call to get a tour. But the event space here is amazing. It's absolutely drop dead gorgeous. You got to check it out. So you did a great job.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. So
Thanks.
Tell us a little bit about you. I mean, let's get to know you, Tim, a little bit more.
Chattanooga native, born here in 1981, and
80s baby.
Yeah,
Yes.
I was born just in time to be a hardcore grunge rock and roller,
Yes.
and from 1990 to 94. Went to high school at Chattanooga Christian School.
Okay. Go Bolts.
Yeah. I think is that Bolt Up?
It bolts up. Yeah, you're right.
I-
I'm trying to get the language.
I've been out of it. I just, it's only because I have nieces there that I know this. So.
Bolt up.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. Because I'm not one to correct. But,
Except for right then.
yeah. Well, I'm a CCS grad, so the fact that I'm a CCS grad and I started a whiskey company, I have to tie those things together.
Yeah, exactly.
Frequently or infrequently.
Yeah.
So I went to Auburn University from 2000 to 2004. Met my wife down there.
Nice.
We were art majors and moved back here. Built a house downtown in 2005. Worked in a family business from 2005 in manufacturing in Dalton, Georgia.
Okay.
From 2005 till 2011 when me and another guy started Chattanooga Whiskey.
That's awesome.
Very
That's
good.
awesome.
Yeah, I've got 2 daughters.
Yeah.
Both go to Battle Academy downtown.
Okay.
So they're 8 and 6. And my parents live here. My brother lives here. So
Let me ask you a question. So what gave you the courage to go out on your own?
just doing it. I mean,
Just doing it.
I guess some of it is, there's a lot of people that say that being an entrepreneur requires stupidity, which
That is a quote.
Yeah, that's actually quite good.
which I think is very true, in the sense that sometimes you just have to let emotion drive you and not overthink things.
Yep.
And so it just and then also it's very much a momentum game. I think the timing of when we started Chattanooga Whiskey was really interesting from a social media perspective, from where Chattanooga's entrepreneurial spirit was at the time, like that perspective. It was the right time. We had discovered the history of whiskey in Chattanooga pre-Prohibition, and reviving that. Facebook was a platform then that it's like, where do you go when you have an idea or you want to ask questions? In 2011, you just post it on Facebook and everybody can see it, right? And when it's shared, everybody who it's shared with can see it. And so it was, I think the timing was really cool in that regard. I think it'd be very challenging to do that now. So that's what drove the momentum. It's like, all right, we're bringing, and Chattanooga loves Chattanooga and the history of Chattanooga. And so bringing something that's historical back, something that could have an impact on tourism, manufacturing and downtown, which has all been but wiped out, since 100 years ago, and or whatever. I guess the Wheeling Foundry was a huge foundry down here. I mean, Alstom was down here, and it's no longer here. So
was a huge industrial town.
It was. I mean, for being a smaller town, it was.
Yeah, and
it
things
was
I mean,
big,
like
so-
there's a whole town underneath this town that we don't even know about.
Yeah. So reviving that, I think that's something that Chattanooga could get behind, but the laws stood in our way.
Got you.
Isn't there a great story about how, and when this Chattanooga Whiskey started, you couldn't actually make it in Chattanooga?
Yeah, so Chattanooga Whiskey started what was called the Vote Whiskey campaign, and the Vote Whiskey campaign is, if you Google it, it's all about Chattanooga Whiskey changing Tennessee distilling laws, and we had to do that in order to distill in Hamilton County for the
Right.
first time in 100 years.
So
now-
not only all the entrepreneurial weight on the shoulders, then you had law and regulation you had to go and change.
Yeah, and while that sounds extremely difficult, and it wasn't easy, it's also what.
I'm sure it didn't happen as fast as you wanted it.
Well, it did. It took almost 2 years, and we thought it was going
Well,
to take like
that
6 months.
Yeah.
So
But you were
call it-
still able to make it because you were using someone else somewhere
Outside, in Indiana.
Indiana. There we go.
it was part of the momentum driving.
Yeah.
It was part of the excitement.
Yeah.
I think if it would have been easy to just start a whiskey company, I don't think it would have been as exciting. I don't think the community would have been nearly as behind it as they were.
Chattanoogaans prefer things that are from Chattanooga.
Yeah, most definitely, and it was
Part of
edgy.
the city.
It was edgy that we were bringing whiskey back for the first time in 100 years, and we had to change laws on top of that in order to do it. And it created momentum because of the local media.
That's super exciting. So tell us a little bit about, currently where the business stands, what your vision is for it. Give us the vision cast.
Well, it took us 8 years to get to where we are now transitioning 100% of the whiskey that was made in Indiana, that was sold on the shelves,
Okay.
over to 100% Chattanooga made out here out of our
Awesome.
riverfront
That's
distillery.
awesome. That's awesome.
So that's what we've been doing all of this past August,
Okay.
and from there on out, we are on. So these two, Chattanooga Whiskey 91 and Chattanooga Whiskey 111, is now it's everything that's made here. When we established the experimental distillery back in 2015, we started producing malt-forward bourbons, which is a unique concept in the industry. It's very much a higher quality, richer flavor profile process and product. And we committed to that, and we coined a trademark Tennessee High Malt. So we really, while we kind of blazed a trail to bring whiskey back, once we brought whiskey back, we wanted to keep blazing a trail within a very popular industry. And now it's about driving deep into our existing markets, which is Tennessee, Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, and Florida.
Wow.
And so we're going to spend time doing that. We employ our own salespeople, so that's a big investment to tell the story and to build authentic relationships. So we're just focused on making this product the best we possibly can, and slowly expanding as we drive deeper into the markets that we've been in for several years now. So,
That's super smart. That's
Yeah.
super smart.
Yeah, that's great.
yeah.
What a great story. What a great story. What I love about this story is, just something that I'm super passionate about is just start. If you have something that you're passionate about, just start. You can work 9 to 5 and then spend time with your family until 11 o'clock, and then the hours between 11 and 2, do what you're passionate about.
Yeah.
It can be done.
Yeah, if you if it's exciting to you, and you wake up with a passion to do it, don't worry about trying to be all things to all people. Don't worry about trying to be the most excellent operator.
Yeah.
I think the most important thing for founders is to find ways to drive momentum.
Yeah.
And then find ways to surround themselves with people that are trustworthy,
Sure.
that believe in your vision,
Yep.
and that have good networks within the community. And then from there, it is truly about putting one foot in front of the other. I think the founders that try to control all aspects of the business is where things can fall apart.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's the truth. It's you know, we were talking a little bit off camera just about entrepreneurship and just in general, and you know, it's just a super exciting time. But you know, you do need to be methodical and disciplined. You need to spend time on it. You have to have a passion about your product. But still, it all comes back to people, right?
It does.
Like even just meeting Lindsay and working with Lindsay to set this up with you, I could tell she's all in.
Yeah, we have 30 employees, maybe 31 now, and
between the two
locations
okay,
total,
cool.
and we also have remote salespeople as well, and we just have an amazing culture because the culture is bought into the product, and I think the reason we're bought into the product is because we do have a unique, authentic history. The community has always been behind us and continues to be behind us, and as we make this product and you know, as we were bringing the product to fruition, and now that we're, you know, actually able to sell the product, we're trying to do it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And I think as long as, you know, because we have tried to do things the right way and differentiate, you know, and create our own niche, so that when you know, no matter who it is of those 30 employees, when they go outside of Chattanooga Whiskey, they are proud to be associated with Chattanooga Whiskey, and you know, we've been fortunate to have the opportunity to carve that path and have passionate people behind us.
It's exciting. I tell you, you know, it's just, you know, I'm only 2 months into being in Chattanooga, and obviously Jody's been here a long time, and you know, as we continue to do these NoogaLives, we meet just some incredible people doing some incredible things. So be proud, Nooga. I mean, you got a lot going on, and we love celebrating it with NoogaLive. So. Tim, thank you for the time.
Yeah, thank you guys.
And,
I appreciate it.
you know, we just really appreciate everything that you're doing, and your pride about this city. It just oozes out of you. So if you've not met Tim before, I can tell you, sitting here with this guy, he oozes Nooga and Chattanooga
And whiskey.
and whiskey.
And bottles it.
Makes
Whiskey. It and bottles it.
And bottles it too. So hey, we always like to end.
So if there were one piece of wisdom that you could leave with our friends on NoogaLive, what would it be? Just like your own personal pice of wisdom.
Is it entrepreneurial or is it
It can be whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
Just try to always, no matter what you do it for the right reasons. And you know, I think it doesn't always happen as easily as you want it to.
Yeah.
But you can at least go to sleep at night knowing that you did your best.
I love that.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
That's all I would say.
And I just want to insert a little plug here for Chattanooga Whiskey. A few months ago, I actually went to the other facility over near the Choo Choo and had a tour and a tasting, and it was awesome, top notch. It was fantastic. The whiskey is great. You learn a lot about the city of Chattanooga and the history behind it. It was really fantastic. So if you guys have not done that yet, make sure you get online and get some tickets and do that.
We're going to link up everything down below about Chattanooga Whiskey, and you know how to get in touch with them if you need to, or schedule that tour that Jody was just talking about, so you can get over there to get a tasting done, or maybe you have an event coming up and you needed a great event space. But we're going to put everything down below, and so you'll have it there. But we always like to end by telling you one thing, which is you're loved, because here we do believe that everyone needs to hear at least once a day they're loved, and you are loved by NoogaLive and Tim and Chattanooga Whiskey. So get involved, check them out. It's just a great experience. So again, thanks, Tim, so much.
Thanks, Tim.
I do love you. I love you guys.
Yeah, see? Woo! See you next time.
Thank you.